Hello, we're working on the grade 3 scales and arpeggios. All things with 3 sharps and all things with 3 flats is mainly what's going on. So we did A major, which was the key with 3 sharps. We're now going to do the relative minor. So when you play an A major, you'll notice when you get to the A, if you walk back 3 notes, it doesn't bring you to F, it brings you to F sharp, and that's the relative minor. Now, anything that starts on a black note, I always think, in my opinion, that it's a good idea to learn the left hand first. There's just something about learning the left hand makes more sense, and then adding in the right hand. So we're going to do that here. A lot of scales that start on a black note go 3, 2, 1 at the beginning, and then a 4 over. This one is different, so it's really important that you don't get this confused with what happens in the E flat, the other scale you're going to be learning. This one starts on a 4, on the F sharp. Then you do the G sharp, then you've got 2 white notes, then you bring a 3 over, then you do a 2 on the D. Now, if you were doing the natural minor, you'd play an E here, you just put 3 sharps in, but we're doing harmonic minors for the exam, and a harmonic minor, as I say, has jam in it. It has a raised 7th, it has something added to make it more interesting. So this E gets stretched out and becomes an E sharp, like that. And to further confuse you, we're going to call this crab claws. I'll show you why now. See my crab claw there? See how it misses a note either side of that E? Imagine there's a fish on that. So I'll show you again. So you start on 4, you walk up 4 notes, bring your 3 over, and then you go into what I call crab claws, a D to an F. And then you bring the 4 over and do it all again. Bring a 3 over, crab claws, claws, and then just bring your 2nd over to finish the scale. Then you're going to have what I call crab claws in reverse. So see, when I came down from there, I went back onto the thumb and brought the 2 either side of that E to catch the fish on the E. Then you bring your thumb under. Then I bring my thumb under onto the F again. Then 2nd finger on the D. Thumb under again. So you get the idea. So look, I'm just going to do something rather strange here. I'm just going to get one of my dry white marker pens. You can do this at home, but remember, if you're doing it at home, make sure you use a wipeable marker pen that is going to actually wipe off your piano. And what we're going to do is just draw a little fish really poorly on this E here. This is the note that's going to get raised. This E is going to become an E sharp because we're playing a harmonic minor. Do the same to the one up here. So bear with me on this. It's just a really good way to get familiar with the shapes of this scale. So, and we might need one. I'll do one up here because we're going to need it when we do it hands together. By the way, this is probably the hardest scale for grade 3. If you can crack this one, everything else is a doddle. So let's see how this works. See the fish we got there? We're going to catch it in our crab claws as we go on. So start on a 4 on the F sharp, 2 sharps, 2 white notes. Then a 3 over onto the C sharp, then we're going into the crab claws. So there it is. See how I've caught the fish in my pincers? And then I bring 4 over and I do it all again. 2 white notes, bring a 3 over, then into the crab claws, and then up onto the F sharp and back. Crab claws in reverse. Now after this C sharp, make sure you bring your thumb under. Bring your thumb under, crab claws. Make sure you bring your thumb under after the C sharp. So let's have a look at how this is going to work in the right hand. So you're going to start on F sharp with your 2nd finger, walk up and bring your thumb onto the A. See that? 2, 3, thumb. Then you're going to go white note, C sharp, 3rd finger, bring your thumb under, and look, here's the crab claws going the other way. 1, 2. So you've got a little crab claw catching the fish there. F sharp, G sharp, thumb, B, C sharp, thumb under, crab claws again, and back we come. So let's try it once more. 2nd finger, 2, 3, thumb, thumb under onto the D, crab claws, 2 black notes before you turn, thumb under, 1 black note, turn, crab claws. Right, coming back, crab claws in reverse, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring a 3 over, now a 4 over, you see it? Then the 3 over on the C sharp, and then 3, 2 to finish, which is how you started. Show you again. 2, 3, thumb, another white note, C sharp, crab claws, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, crab claws in reverse. This is a 3, then it's a 4, then it's crab claws in reverse, back to your 3, and then for the end, just go through 2 to finish it. So let's have a look at how this is going to work together. So 4 down the bottom, 2 here. By the way, do not try and do this hands together unless you can absolutely play both hands separately, first of all. So when we do this hands together, we've got a 4 there, a 2 here. We go up 2 notes. Now, thumb under in the right hand, but the left hand just keeps going. Now, 3 onto the C sharp. Every time you have C sharp in the scale, it'll be your 3rd fingers. And then you go into crab claws. Now, be careful, because when you do these crab claws, you've got 2 going to 1 there, but 1 going to 2 there. Does that make sense? So 2 up to 1, 1 up to 2. So you go across, and then you're going to carry on by bringing your 4 over and doing it all again. Bring your thumb under, bring your 3 over, go into the crab claws things again, like that. See the crab claws? Then just cross up onto the F sharp and reverse it. So 2, 1 there, 1, 2 there. See how it works? Either side of the note. So up there, 3 there, 2 there. Right, so 2 here, but bring your thumb under here. And that brings you into the crab claws. Right, here's the fiddly bit. 3 onto C sharp. Notice you've got C sharps on 3s in both hands. Now in the left hand, this is where your thumb comes under. People often miss this. Then you're going to bring 4 over in the right hand, so that you do your crab claws again. So 2, 1, 1, 2. There, see it? Here's the C sharps again. Remember, it's always 3 on the C sharps. Thumb under. Keep going. Tricky, 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 but actually it's such an unusual scale. Once you've got it, you'll find that it'll stick, because it's different from the others, from a lot of other scales. So let's try it one last time. So 4 there, 2 there. Bring your thumb under. Continue with the right hand. 3s on the C sharp, both hands. Crab claws. 4 over. Do it again. Thumb under. 3s on the C sharp. Crab claws. And then just cross. Crab claws in reverse. 3 onto C sharps, thumb under, 4 over, thumb under, crab claws, 3s on the C sharps, thumb under, back we go. So there's F sharp minor. And just to remind you, the key of F sharp minor is the same as A major. It has 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, Father Christmas gave. However, when we play the harmonic scale, we also add in another sharp, but weirdly, the sharp is a white note. That's an E sharp. The fish has been raised. The E has gone up to an F. So it's not an F, it's an E sharp. So 3 sharps in the key signature, but 1, what we call accidental, an extra E sharp that's thrown in.